back. So I just want to take a moment to just sort of touch on and review a couple concepts that were discussed or sort of brought up in those videos. And the first is sort of this idea of active versus passive immunity. So the video talked about sort of our immune system and natural infection and sort of artificial infections like a vaccination, where we're taking part of a virus or a dead virus, and we're injecting it to initiate an immune response. So this is both these sort of natural, by actually getting the infection, or these artificial types are activating our immune system, are using those different T cells that were discussed in the video, creating those memory cells so that our body will remember these different invaders, again, whether they're natural or artificial. This is sort of this is active immunity. Passive immunity can be natural, also can be beneficial, can also be natural or artificial, and in this situation, we are getting antibodies passed to us from somewhere else. So these are not antibodies that we are actively creating on our own by activating our immune system. These are antibodies that we're getting passively, hence passive immunity. So examples of sort of this naturally occurring are maternal antibodies that are passed to babies through breast milk. So the mother is producing antibodies, and she is passing those over to her child, again through the breast milk, and so that baby is taking on some of those antibodies from the mother. Artificial, we can develop in a lab different what we call monoclonal antibodies that we can then either inject, or we can add into the body intravenously, that will act in a similar way to our own natural antibodies, and they will bind up these invaders and help our body to clear it out. So I just wanted to sort of clarify and touch on this idea of active and passive immunity. The other point that I wanted to discuss quickly is this idea of herd immunity, and we're hearing a lot about this right now with the COVID-19 pandemic. And so the idea here has to do with the percent of a population that is vaccinated. And so herd immunity is a specific threshold that we can reach. If we can get enough people vaccinated, this can minimize the spread of the disease. And so here in this diagram, you can see unvaccinated individuals are in blue, vaccinated individuals are in yellow, and we go from 0 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 90 to 95% vaccinated. And so now if we run a model where each one of these non-vaccinated individuals can pass this disease on to two other non-vaccinated individuals, and we run that model through, you can see the difference in the spread and the transmission rate in the sort of unvaccinated population versus sort of highly. So let me run this model for you, and I'm going to run through it a few times. It's going to be in this vaccinated